You join us here at Scolton Park in Pembrokeshire, lovely venue, and we have a load of Morris Miners behind us because it's the 75th anniversary of the Morris Miner, and it just felt a really appropriate place to introduce the Women Drivers Social Club Big Weekender. So this happened back in August. We had a fantastic time. The most important thing, it was kind of a gathering of minds, and it's also a chance, like today, we've bumped into Jenny with Miranda, the Morris Miner. The beauty of the Women Drivers Social Club is whenever you come to a meet, even here in deepest West Wales, you tend to find somebody you know. So it's live on Facebook. I won't tell you too much because we're going to talk to Becca. Well, we're going to go backwards in time and talk to Becca from the Women Drivers Social Club. But yeah, we just want to get more women involved, sharing their knowledge and just creating a safe environment for women in the world of cars and breaking through barriers, you know. It's still quite a male-motivated world and we want to have a bit more of a presence. So I shall hand over to the lovely Becca. So I'm here with Becca from Passenger Seat Podcast and our great leader and organiser of all things Women Drivers Social Club. Huge thank you first. It's been an awesome weekend.
It's been so rewarding to see everyone. It was really nice last night when we were all sat round eating our pizzas in the campsite and thinking about the fact that so many of us would never have come across each other in real life. If, like, a lot of us know each other online, even before the group, but to have stuff where we can all come together and go to things like this. And yes, some people would probably have never found each other, so that was really nice.
Yeah, and the common ground as well, you know, people start talking and they find they've got a love of a certain make of car, or there's so much common ground, or I had this car and I had this problem, and you know. Yeah,
and even beyond cars, like we were brought together by the fact that we love cars, but conversation was going way further out than that, and it was just, so nice to have so many things in common and to keep talking.
I had to chuckle because at home I love like true crime and all that stuff, and I watch loads, and he hates it, and then the whole group was talking about it. So I thought that was brilliant.
Not at all concerning. It is actually about cars, the club, but there is other stuff that comes up, like true crime and everything else.
So what was the inspiration for setting up the group?
So you came to our meet back in March for International Women's Day, and that was really special when everyone was stood around talking, and so many people said to me afterwards, it's the first event I've come to where no one's asked if it's my dad's car, my boyfriend's car, or anything like that. Nobody's been kind of rude. No one's been assumptions, and we've all been able to open the bonnets and try our best, because I think sometimes women feel like they have to overcompensate and be more technical than somebody who's in the same position as them, who's male, when it comes to talking about cars. So it's been nice to have a couple of times a year where we come to an event like this where there isn't that expectation. We're all just trying as hard as each other just to get these cars here. I mean, Peggy nearly wasn't here.
That was a beautiful moment when she was here.
Yeah, and and then we're all just, there's no judgment when we have to help each other out, like with the MGA earlier.
Yeah, it's really, really good. So where can people find the Women Drivers Social
So
Club?
the group is exclusively on Facebook for the time being. If you're not on Facebook, there is the option to email us and join a mailing list, and we send out a newsletter once a month with kind of a brief summary of what's going on in the group, a brief summary of anything that's coming up. So if you're not, or it's also for people who get overwhelmed by how much stuff comes up on their Facebook feeds. They just get the highlights there. But yeah, if you just search for Women Drivers Social Club, it will find it.
And the colour scheme is purple and green.
Yes, purple and green, and white to do with women's suffrage. That's where the colour scheme all came from. And yeah, there's a couple of questions because we just want to make the group as safe and as friendly as possible. So we appreciate if people answer the questions before they expect to be able to come into the group. And yeah, then it's a pretty nice group in there. And
it's a lovely group.
People are pretty friendly, sharing what they've been up to, what they're looking forward to, and helping each other out. Yeah,
people are friendly, and it's the safe environment is the most important thing. People that wouldn't usually come out and come to our meets, and I just think that's the huge credit to the group that happens. Amazing women that come out and join us.
And
excuse me, flight.
So knowledgeable as well. Like we've had people here that have done years in the automotive trade or have worked with cars in other ways, and then people who are just starting out in their careers, and it's the sharing of stories that's been really nice as well.
Absolutely. And what's the next big thing for the Women Drivers Social Club?
So we've been really fortunate to get a stand at the NEC in November, so you can come and say hello to us all there. We're still in the process of deciding cars, and trying to get as many of the women from the club on the stand at certain points during the weekend, so that they get the opportunity to talk about their experiences of the club to people that come along. So by all means come along and say hello to us there. And then it's looking forward to more stuff like this.
Brilliant.
But yeah.
Fantastic. It's been absolutely brilliant, and it's a credit to you. You've put so much work in to get everybody here and make everything happen, and we do very much appreciate it.
Yeah, and thank you for all the shouting about it. It's really nice. if you, there's a question on the
Any
form,
given opportunity.
yeah, the question on the form that's like, where have you heard about the group? And the amount that will come through say, oh, via Miss Hubnut or via the Hubnut channel or anything like that. And it's really sweet to see that like it's getting out there through.
That's hilarious. I went to an event a little while ago, and there was a young woman there who's got a huge fleet of cars.
Yeah.
And I said, do you know about this group? And she's like, no. I was like, well, let me tell you. And now she's a member. So, yeah.
Yeah, we will come across a little bit like, can I tell you about our saviour, the Women's Drivers Club?
It is a bit of that, isn't it?
But we're just trying to make it as big and as good as it can be.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, yeah, thank you once again. And the Women Drive Social Club over on Facebook.
Yeah.